welcome back to my channel. I thought I would just give you a update on my pregnancy. I just finished 27 weeks, so I guess this would be my 27-week bump update. If you follow me on Instagram, I pretty much update there a lot sooner than I update on YouTube. I'm trying to get better about that. I think I say this every video, that it's a little bit more difficult for me to get all my YouTube videos up at once, but I'm definitely trying a little bit harder. So I just finished my 27 weeks of pregnancy, so I am, I guess, officially in my 3rd trimester with twins. It's been a difficult week, to say the least. However, a difficult week for me is like some people's really good week, I guess. Sorry, you can hear the pitter patter of my dog's feet. So I have actually been doing pretty well for the most part. I'm growing, and I think getting bigger is what is causing a lot of my inabilities and or pain that I'm having. So really I'm having a lot of trouble breathing. And I was told because baby A is head down and baby B is head up, and her head is actually sitting kind of like right in my lungs. So breathing has been difficult, especially when I get in bed at night and I am trying to get comfortable. It's harder for me to breathe, so I end up kind of sleeping on an extra pillow that like pushes me up. It doesn't help a lot, but once I finally do fall asleep, it gets a little bit better. Another symptom that I'm having that kind of started today actually was back pain. And it's not like, oh, my back hurts, I'm in a little bit of discomfort. It is like a stabbing knife in my back, and it makes me stop and like hunch over. Now the last time I had this back pain was when I did my 2nd round of IVF. So I did IVF, they did the egg retrieval, they got 30 some odd eggs, I think, and around 10 days later, or it was exactly a week later, it might have been actually a week later, I was having horrible back pain, and I had to go into the hospital. And what has happened was my ovary swelled so big that it was pressing on my sciatic nerve, and I had to be put on a morphine drip. And it was probably the most pain I've ever been in my life. And that's kind of what my back pain feels like. I was really worried today because I'm having difficulty breathing. My back pain is really bad, having some nausea. So I was worried that these might be symptoms of preterm labor. However, I came home, I ate a little bit of something, and I rested on a heating pad, and I'm feeling a lot better. So I'm not really sure what the back pain is and what the nausea is, but I'm glad that I feel better because I'm doing maternity shoot this weekend, and I really want to do that. Also, eating has been kind of difficult. I guess because I am growing so big that there's not a lot of room in my stomach anymore, and so I'm not eating as much. We went to sushi last night, and I got a bento box, so not sushi, but just like fried rice and shrimp and vegetables, and I could only eat the miso soup and the shrimp. And then after that I was like, I can't fit anything else in my stomach. Like I'm so full. And then I got home and I was just so uncomfortable. And I'm sure that can happen with any pregnancy towards the end, but since I'm only 27 weeks, it makes me a little nervous to have that happening. So, I mean, twin pregnancy and singleton pregnancy, they say, are really different. They say my uterus is measuring 6 to 8 weeks ahead. So if I'm 28 weeks today, that means that I'm actually measuring around 35 to 37 weeks. Or 34 to 35 weeks. So I don't know. I keep telling people, like, I feel good. I feel okay. It's just, I feel like I'm at the end of my pregnancy, where I still have like 2 to 3 months to go. Now with twins, they always say that you're gonna go early, and my doctors have told me anywhere between 34 and 36 weeks. I hope I make it to that point, but part of me feels like there's no way I can make it that far, because I already feel so big and so uncomfortable. I'm very tired throughout the day, but I'm not even as tired as I was in my first trimester. So that's always a plus. I think the most difficult thing for me is that walking the dogs every morning and night. Just making sure that they get out, they get their exercise. However, I feel like that has helped me kind of stay in shape a little bit. I don't take them on long walks. I mean, we're in Florida and it was 85 degrees when I took my dogs on a walk this morning, and I was like, wow, it's so cool outside. Yeah, it's not cool outside. It's just not 105 degrees. It's 85 degrees because it's been storming all day. So those are a couple of things that I have been feeling in this last week of my second trimester. I'm very excited that the baby's room is almost done, which I will show you in my next video. I promise. I've had footage for the baby's room for months now that I just have been waiting till we're finished to put it all together and put it up. And then I have my Orlando, Florida girls baby shower that's happening soon. And I'm excited about that because it's all my friends who have been here and supported me and supported us through our IVF journey. And it just feels like so amazing to be at this point. That's my dog barking. We got our car seats, but I haven't unboxed them yet just because I'm waiting to make sure that everything's kind of like organized and all that stuff. So, and we got our stroller. So now it's just kind of like getting all the last things together. We don't have a baby monitor. I've been looking at a couple of different baby monitors. Here's the thing about baby monitors is that everybody has a preference. And I want a monitor with a screen that doesn't go to my cell phone, that has a portable screen that I can take around with me. For two reasons. One, I feel like I'm gonna be constantly watching my phone. And two, it's just gonna, anytime my phone beeps or anything, I'm gonna think it's the baby's. I also think it's gonna drain the battery really quickly. I don't know, I don't have a monitor. But another thing with the monitors there's new technology coming out. So you have the owlet monitor that goes on the baby's foot. Those are very expensive and we would have to get 2 of them. So I'm kind of on the fence about that. But then also there's this new monitor that I've been looking at called the Miku monitor, which you don't have to put a sock on the baby's foot. It just monitors the heart rate by being over the crib and it sends it. The thing about that is 2 things. I have to get 2 of them and they're expensive. And then the second thing is that, again, it only goes to your smartphone. So I can't even get it to go to my iPad at the moment, because I did a little research on it and they say it doesn't connect to an iPad. So I don't know. It's really hard with twins, and I think that there are some things that I wish would be a little bit more twin friendly, like baby monitors. Yeah, so that is kind of where I'm stuck. Literally, that's one of the last things we have to get is a baby monitor. I've looked at the optics. I would have to look that up. I'll post it below. But there's another baby monitor that I looked at that said it was better for twins. It's got a wide angle lens. It has a portable screen monitor that you can take with you that's not your phone. So I'm looking at that. We'll see. I don't know. I would love to get a monitor that does have the heart rate and the sleeping and the movement and all that stuff like the Owlet does. But I'm just not sure which way is the right way to go when it comes to baby monitors, going to your phone or going to a portable screen. It's a lot to think about. And when you're having twins, it's just kind of like all over the place, because then you have to pay for two of everything, and everything is a lot more expensive. And also, that's another thing that we have discovered. We're trying to figure out if we want our babies to go to daycare. We have a nanny until 6 months. I only work 3 days a week, so sorry. I only work 3 days a week, so I plan on staying home with the kids when I'm not at work. But we have a nanny up until 6 months. At that point, we wanted to send them to daycare so that they could kind of socialize, interact with other kids. However, daycare is very expensive, and we're just finding these things out. It's expensive for one kid, and let alone two to go at the same time. And you know, I posted on one of my mommy's groups that daycare is expensive. What do I do? I have two, and a lot of them were like, well, just quit your job. And I just love my job so much. There's no way I'm gonna quit. I love going to work. I love the people I work with. I love being there. And so quitting is not really an option for me, because again, I only work 3 days a week, and I love my job so much. And I just feel like it's gonna keep me sane, especially since I have twins at home. Now maybe I'll have the babies and I'll think differently, but at this moment, I don't see myself quitting anytime soon. I kind of am stuck on the daycare nanny. I mean, if we have to go do nanny for as long as possible because it's the cheaper option, then that's what we'll do. We also decided that we are not going to be purchasing a bigger car right now, even though we need one, and it would be better for our family if we got a bigger car. It's just not in the budget at the moment. So as much as I do need a bigger car, and I think that carrying twins and dogs around in my Honda CR-V is going to be very difficult, we're just going to try and make it work. Trying to be very grateful for the things that I do have and not for the things that I don't. And so I'm very grateful that I even have a car to drive around that is even a little bit bigger, and that I like SUVs. And I've driven one ever since I was 16 years old. So I have my SUV, and it's gonna be fine, and the babies will fit in there. And for now, that's what we're gonna be using. With the two dogs that we like to take everywhere with us because they're our babies. We've had them for 5 years. It's just gonna be a lifestyle change for us. The doctors say that everything looks good. The fluid looks good. The membrane that separates the twins looks good. So much so that he didn't even come in to my high risk appointment. He just looked at my charts and looked at the ultrasounds and was like, oh, it looks good, she's good to go. So the fact that everything is going so well sometimes scares me a little bit, because I'm like, oh, okay, it's going a little too well. You know, with just a few bumps along the way. But I think with every pregnancy, especially twin pregnancies, you're gonna have the tiredness, the difficulty breathing, the heartburn, the back pain. So the fact that everything is going well just really makes me very happy. And So anytime I do feel a little bit pain or discomfort, I'm like, oh, is that it? Is it? Yeah, but we're hoping to get to 34 weeks. Like, fingers crossed, 34 weeks. So yeah, so I'll show you how big I am. And this is the reason, oh, I have a chandelier above me, but this is the reason why I don't feel like I'm gonna make it that much further. Well, it doesn't even look that big right now, but they're growing. We did our second round of IVF. We had our second egg retrieval of IVF today last year. So I can't believe that we have come this far to have these babies and to be pregnant, and it's so amazing. Like the IVF journey in itself took a whole year, so I can't believe we're finally here. We're finally towards the end. We're getting there. So thanks for watching my video. Thanks for stopping by. Give this video a like, and please subscribe. I'm gonna try really hard to get better at making videos for you guys. And thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it.